Okay, let us start uh, with today's class. Today's subject is workshop technology, and the topic is mechanical working of metals. So, in the previous classes, we have seen what are the different mechanical working and what are its properties, how strong the material should be in order to work with certain categories, and what are the mechanical working, and in what conditions the mechanical working of metals will work. Like we have discussed about cold working, we have discussed about the hot working, and how hot working will work and at what temperature it will work, and the cold working is below recrystallization temperature it will work. So we have discussed all this in the previous chapter, in the previous PPTs, and in today in the and today previous PPTs and previous classes. And in today's class, we are going to discuss about hot working processes such as forging, hot piercing, hot rolling, hot spinning, and hot reeling, hot drawing. So let us discuss about the forging. Let us discuss about forging. What is a forging? Forging is nothing but it is a process. It is a process where you will change the shape. You will change the shape of a metal, and that metal will be in a heated condition. Okay, shaping of heated metal by hammering and pressing. So what you are doing, you are applying the hammer force and you are pressing it, and it is the oldest metal. It is the oldest metal working process. So it is the oldest metal working process. And shaping of heated metal by hammering and pressing. Okay, what you are doing, you are hammering it and you are pressing it. So you are heating the material and then you are hammering it and then you are pressing it, and it is the oldest metal working process. It is the oldest metal working process. It is the oldest metal working process. Next, it works above the recrystallization temperature. As it is a hot working, so it will work. So see here, this is a open hearth. Hearth is nothing but a furnace. In this furnace, what you are doing, you are applying a fuel. So this is a fuel. This is a solid fuel, a coal. So the coal is heated and the metal is heated in that. So when the metal is heated, you will take that metal and then you will apply the hammer force. So when you will apply the hammer force, the shape will change. Okay. Next, forging examples. So forging process is used to spanners, bolts, nuts, and you can see the words drop forge on spanners. Next, knives, gold rings, chains, and you can joining of two metal pieces. Example, bullock cart rim, agricultural tools. Next is hot piercing. So hot piercing is used to produce the seamless tubes, means you won't have any material inside it. So you will have outside there and the inside there. Okay, so that is called as a seamless tubes. So that is called as a seamless tubes. Next, a small hole is made at the end of the heated billet, and what you are doing, a small hole is made at the end of the heated billet, and it is fed between two tapered rolls. So you will have a two tapered rolls. Inside that you are going to feed it, and a round heated billet of steel passed between and above rolls over a mandrel. Okay, so the action of rolls causes the billet to revolve and feed in the direction of mandrel. So this results a seamless tube. Hot piercing. So see here, this is a hot piercing. You are having a two rolls. Inside it you are having a metal. In that metal you are having a hole, a circular hole. So in that circular hole you are applying the mandrel, so that the mandrel is supporting. Okay, so this is a solid object. Okay, next, products of hot piercing: tubes of brass, coppers, steel, aluminium, various alloy metals. Next is hot reeling. What is a hot reeling? It is similar to the piercing and smooth out the surface of a tube. The tube is supported on mandrel, and the tube is supported on the mandrel, and it is axially fed between two rolls. Okay, it is axially fed between two rolls. It is axially fed between two rolls. What is a hard reeling? So smooth out of surface. So see here, these are the two rolls. Between these rolls you are having your workpiece, and that workpiece you are going to support with a mandrel. Otherwise, if there is no mandrel, what will happen? When these rollers will rotate, the tube will bend, and it is a seamless tube. Okay, so hot reeling examples are smooth finished tubes like steel, aluminium, various alloy metals, brass, coppers. Hot spinning: shaping thin sheet of metal by pressing against a rotating former. Okay, what you are doing, a rotating former will be there. Onto that you are going to apply a thin sheet, metal sheet, so that it will rotate and it will bend. Next, the blank is held between former and adapter, and the blank rotates with the former. So the blank will rotates with the former. Next, it is a specially blunt tool. A blunt tool is pressed against the blank the form. Hot spinning. So see here, this is your headstock. The headstock will rotate. This is the chuck, and this is a tool rest. So this is a tailstock. Tailstock is a supporting device. This is the chuck. This circular section is a blank. This is a former. What you are doing on the former, you are applying the blank. So when you are applying the blank, what will happen? When you are applying the tool here, with the help of tool, the metal will bend. The metal will bend, and it gives you the circular shape. So it is used as lamp reflectors, cooking utensils, funnels, containers, etc. So what is a hot drawing or cupping? It is the process of making cup-shaped articles from flat circular blanks. Okay, so what you are doing, you are making a cup-shaped articles from the flat circular blanks, and the heated blank is placed over the die. So you are having a die, and you have heated the workpiece, and you have applied on it. Okay, punch forces the blank through a die to form a cup shape. So see here, you are having these are the two heated billets, and this is a heated billet. So you are having a die here. So at in the middle section you won't have any cross section there or any material there. So on that heated, next this is a hot drawing. This is a heated billet, and this is an object. So this is the die. So onto that die you are having a heated billet, and you are applying a pressure. So when you will apply a pressure at the middle, you won't have any object. So this load will tend to change the heated billet into a cup shape. So this is an external force you are applying. For example, seamless tubes, thick walled cylinder, cups, vessels, etc. Next, so hot spinning, the examples are lamp, reflectors, cooking utensils, funnels, containers, etc. And hot drawing materials are seamless tubes, thick walled cylinders, cups, vessels. And in hot working of metal, the temperature of metal is above recrystallization temperature. Okay. Example of hot forgings. Rods. In the previous class, we have discussed about what is the hot working process, and what are the products of forging: spanners, bolts, knives. What are the products of hot spinning? Reflectors, cooking utensils, we have seen. And in this chapter or in this PPT, we will discuss about introduction about hot rolling, and what are the definitions of it, and what are the workout examples. So rolling is nothing but when you rotate or when you apply a force on a metal, on a flat piece with the rollers. So the metal should be hot, so the metal should be heated, and the heated material is applied force with the hot rollers, so you will have a deformation there. So that deformation is nothing but hot rolling process. Okay, so it converts the larger into the smaller sections, and the core structure of the cast is converted into fine structure. So what is going on there? We are having a core structure. Core structure means big molecules. So that big molecules will break into small pieces and form a fine grain structure, and it requires very less power, only the roller's power. Okay, next, rolling is very economical, and here you are not using any machines, you are just using a rollers. Okay, next, it's required in long length. Okay, it is required in long length of uniform cross section. So in the uniform to the uniform cross section it requires, and it is used to improve the physical properties, such as the strength will increase, the toughness will increase, the ductility will increase, the shock resistance will increase. Okay, so these hot rolling is suitable material for rolling. The suitable material for rolling is steel, aluminium, copper, magnesium. Okay. So rolling is used to produce products of structural sections, sheets, rails, plates, bars, wires, etc. So see here, these are the sheets. So these are the rollers. So roll bending jacks, stress will be there. A rail. So these are the railings, and these are the rollers. Okay. Next, bars. So these are the bars. These are the wires. Hot rolling. Rolling consists of passing a piece metal between two revolving cylinders. So you will have a two revolving cylinders. Onto that you will have a metal piece. So on that metal piece you are going to revolve the two rollers. Okay, passing the hot ingot through two rollers. Okay, see here, this is also a hot rolling. So the elongated grains will be deformed, and so the coarse, from the coarse grain, newly formed grains will be there. So see here, this is the working process. Rolls are made of cast iron or steel. So it is mounted on cast iron. The space between the rolls is adjusted to confirm the desired thickness of the roll sections. Okay, next, it is adjusted by raising or lowering the upper roll. So the position of the lower roll will be fixed. The direction of rotation will be fixed and can't be reversed. So work can be rolled by feeding from one direction only. Okay, so both the rollers will rotate in one direction only. It is reduce its cross section. Okay, so when it reduces cross section, it will increase in length. Okay, there is an increase in length. Plastic deformation takes place, and deformation is due to squeezing action. So in this class we have discussed about hot rolling, definition of it, explanation and examples also. In hot rolling, which material is used? Steel. Okay. Example of hot rolling: gold rings, sheets. In the previous PPTs we have learned about hot rolling and its different types of rolling products. Then today's in this PPT we'll be learning about what are the types of rolling and how it is classified. So you'll have 2 high rolling mills, 3 high rolling mills, 4 high rolling mills. You'll have examples. What are the types of hot rolling mills? 3 types hot rolling mills. You'll have 2 high rolling mills, 3 high rolling mills, 4 high rolling mills. So what is a 2 high rolling mills? 2 high hot rolling mills is nothing but you will have 2 rolls, and 2 will rotate in the opposite direction. So 2 opposing large diameter rolls. So you will have 2 rolls which are rotating in 2 different directions, opposite directions, is called as 2 high hot rolling mills. Next is, it consists of 2 heavy horizontal holes and the place exactly will be one over the other, and the rolls rotate in opposite direction. Both the rolls will rotate in opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction, and rolls are supported by the stands. Two high hot rolling mills, in a sense, is you will have two rolls. So space between the rolls can be adjusted by raising or lowering the upper roll. So the position of the lower roll is fixed. So the lower roll will be fixed. The upper roll will be you can change it or you can align it. So the direction of rotation will also be fixed and cannot be reversed. So work can be rolled by feeding from one direction only. So from one direction only you will roll the work, and it is widely used. Okay, it is used for hot rolling in the initial passes. So it is used for hot rolling in the initial passes. So used on cast ingots. It is used in continuous castings. So shear work passes through both directions. 2 high, 3 high. 3 high is nothing but you will have 3 rollers there. So for two rolls will work in one direction and another roll will work in another direction. Plate or material being rolled will be raised and lowered through the machine from upper to lower roll gaps. We will discuss about the 3 high hot rolling mills. So the plate or material being rolled will be raised and lowered throughout the machine from upper to the lower roll gaps. 3 high hot rolling mills. So here you will have 3 rolls. So 2 rolls will be of rotating in one direction and another roll will rotate in the opposite direction. So and all the 3 rolls will be of the equal size. So it consists of 3 horizontal rolls. So 3 rolls are of equal size and arranged vertically above one another. So top and bottom will rotate in the same direction and the middle one will rotate in the opposite direction. So all these rolls continuously revolve in the same fixed direction and it will not rotate in the reverse direction. So material being rolled passes between the middle and bottom rolls in one direction only. It's given high rate of production than 2 high mills, because you are using 3 high mills here, 3 rollers here. So that's why the rate of production will be very high. So you can easily produce something, and these are used in billet rolling, blooming, finishing. And 4 high hot rolling mills. So you'll have 4 rollers. 2 rollers will be of same size and 2 rollers will be of same size, and then 2 rollers will rotate in one direction and 2 rollers will rotate in the opposite direction. So this is nothing but the 4 high hot rolling mills. 4 high hot rolling mills. Here you are using 4 rolls which rotates in 2 directions, and the same principles as cluster mills, and it utilizes smaller rolls for lower roll forces, and it also lower the power requirements and reduce the spreading, and the rolls are very cheaper to replace. Next, the small rolls deflect more, So they must be supported by small rolls, and very adept for cold rolling thin sheets, high strength materials, and it consists of 4 horizontal rolls, 2 smaller one, 2 larger one, and arranged directly one over the other. So large diameter rolls are called as backup rolls. The main function of lower rolls is to prevent the deflection of the smaller rolls, and smaller rolls are working rolls. It concentrates the total rolling pressure over the metal. So see here, these are the rolling products. So this all you have prepared by rolling the rollers onto the metal. So these are some of the shapes. These are the plate, sheets, darts, doors, rods, coil, bloom, slab, etc. So let us discuss what is a hot extrusion. So a bar of metal is forced through a die orifice. You will have a die. From that, if the metal is forced outward, it is called as a hot extrusion. A compressive force is applied to a ram, and the extruded piece that emerges as the desired shape, and it reduces the cross sectional area. Okay, hot extrusion. Extrusion product include rods and tubing. So extrusion products include rods and tubing produced from aluminium. Next, extrusion is increasingly utilized in the working of metals difficult to form, like stainless steel, like nickel based alloys, and other high temperature materials. Hot extrusion. See here, these both are the container. This is the ram. This is the metal billet. So what you are doing, you are heating the metal billet and you are forcing it. You are placing it inside it. Then this is a ram. Here you are having a tube. So when you will apply the force from the ram, what will happen? The billet will tend to extrude and come out from the die. This is the die holder. This is the die. From the die it will come outside. So that is nothing but a hot extrusion. Whatever the hot is there, that you have put it in the die will extrude outside. So that is nothing but the hot extrusion. So you will have a container, you will have a ram. So ram is used to apply the force. So you will force the ram to move. So when you will force the ram to move, whatever the metal will be there in the billet will go to the die, and from that die the extruded part will come out. From that die, the extruded is nothing but the final product. The final product will come outside. So that is called as a hot extrusion. Called as a hot extrusion process. So hot extrusion is used to produce long lengths with desired cross section, and which is very difficult by any another process. It is very difficult by any other process. So which is very difficult by any other process. And extrusion process is like squeezing toothpaste out of the tube. So extrusion process is like squeezing toothpaste out of the tube. Okay, hot extrusion. The hot extrusion is used to produce the long lengths. Hot extrusion is produced. It used to produce the long length with the desired cross section. So, and it is very difficult by any other process. It is very difficult by any other process. And extrusion process is like squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube. So what you will do, you will apply the force to the tube, so that whatever the paste will be there, that will come out of the tube. So that is what a hot extrusion is. Next, it has the advantage of high reduction in cross section. Okay, so it has the advantage of high reduction in cross section, and its accuracy and surface finish will be excellent. And this process is best suited for non-ferrous alloys. So non-ferrous is nothing but which doesn't contain the iron, and the steel can also be extruded. Solid and hollow section can be produced. So this process can be applied to wide range of materials. See here, this is a hopper. Here you are having a die. Here this is a heated chamber. So from the heated chamber you are having a die here. The red one is the die. So from that die you are extruding the part. So we are extruding the part in the cooling chamber. We are extruding the part. So some parts manufactured are pipe, guttering, curtain rail, etc. So this is the hot extrusion. See here, start, finish. The extruded part, which is red in color, is coming outside. Okay, this is the heated material. So what is extrusion? Extrusion is nothing but, this is a die here. In that die you are having a ram. So with the help of the ram will force the material there, and you are having a die here. So whatever the liquid will be there, that will go inside the die with the help of the ram, with the force of the ram. So when the ram is forcing, the remaining amount of material will be extruded. A small portion of the billet called discard, and discard always remain in the container. It's removed from the die. And what are the advantages? So large reduction will be there, and very complex shapes can be produced, and the forces involved are compressive, and it's a relatively brittle material, and not possible with other methods except extrusion, and a very high surface finish. What are the limitations? It creates inhomogeneous deformation, and the extrusion of steel requires high pressure and temperature. The heat generated during extrusion may be cause surface cracks. So in this we have discussed about hot extrusion. A bar of the metal is forced through a die by a compressive force that is applied to the ram. And advantages is large reduction is possible, and limitations more temperature and pressure you need. Hot extrusion is used to produce long cross sectional length with desired cross section. Hot extrusion consists of placing a heated metal and forcing it through a billet. So in the let us recall the topics discussed before. So we have discussed the hot working process such as forging, hot piercing we have seen, and this is a forging process. So what you are doing, this is a hearth, open hearth, and you are heating the metal, and in the fuel you are heating the metal. After heating your metal, you are going to apply the force, the hammer force, that is called as a forging, and there the temperature is very high. So when the temperature is very high, it is called as a hot working, and forging is one of the example of the hot working. And the examples are, so you can manufacture spanners, bolts, nuts. You can manufacture knives, gold rings, chains. You can manufacture two metal pieces. So you can manufacture the agricultural tools also. So hot piercing also we have seen. Pierce in a sense is nothing but you will use or you will produce the seamless tubes. So a small hole is made at the end, and it is fed between two tapered rolls, and round heated billets of steel passed between above roll over a mandrel, and this action will cause the billet to revolve, and this results in seamless tubes. Hot piercing, see here, this is the piercing. So you are rotating the two rollers. This is a solid billet. You are rotating the two rollers, and you are inserting the pointed mandrel inside it, and then after pointing the mandrel here, the mandrel will support the metal, and so that you will get a seamless tubes. What are the hot products of hot piercing? The tubes of brass, coppers, steel, aluminiums, etc. So next is hot reeling. Tube is supported on mandrel and axially fed between two rolls. The combination of squeezing and spinning operation tends to increase the diameter of the tube slightly. So this is the hot reeling process. Smooth finished tubes like steel, aluminium, various alloys, metals, brass, coppers. Hot spinning is nothing but when you rotate a blank or a sheet upon the rotating former, and that sheet will bend and make as a reflector is called as a hot spinning. So the blank is held between former and adapter, and the blank rotates with the former, and the blunt tool is applied onto it. So see here, so this is the hot spinning process. You can manufacture the lamp reflectors, cooking utensils, funnels, containers, etc. Hard drawing or cupping, it is the process of making cup shape articles from the circular blanks, and the heated blank is placed over the die, and the punch forces the blank through a die to form a cup shape. So hot drawing, see here you are having a billet here, heated billet, and this is the die. Between you won't have any material, so at that point you are forcing the load to compress. So when it compresses, what will happen at the middle, you won't have any support here, so the heated billet will tend to move and will change it into the cup shape. Okay, so hard drawing examples is seamless tubes, thick walled cylinders, cups, vessels, etc. Rolling is nothing but hot rolling. You will convert the larger section into the smaller sections, and the core structure is converted into fine grain structure and requires very less power, and rolling is more economical, so you won't require a high electricity and all, and it improves the strength. So, and suitable material for rolling is steel, aluminium, copper, magnesium alloys. Hot rolling is useful to produce products of structural sections, sheets, rails, plates, bars, wires, and sheets. So these are the sheets, these are the rails, these are the bars, these are the wires, these are the hot rolling. So rolling consists of passing a piece metal between two revolving cylinders, or passing the hot ingot through two rolling rotating in opposite direction. So both the rollers rotate in opposite direction, and the grain structure is converted from coarse grains to the fine grains. So that is nothing but the hot rolling. Hot rolling working process also see here. So continuous casting you can do water cooling here, and hot rolled, the coils are hot rolled, and this is a mill will continuously rotate. See here, the mill is continuously rotating. You see here also, these are the rolls will continuously rotate, so that you will get the required shape. So our rolls are made up of either cast iron or steel, and it is mounted on cast iron. The space between the rolls is adjusted to confirm the desired thickness, and it is adjusted by raising or lowering the upper roll. What are its working process also we have seen. The position of the lower roll will be fixed, and the upper roll will be adjusted at the desired section, and the direction of rotation is fixed and can't be reversed, and work can be rolled by feeding from one direction only, and it is reduced its cross section, and working process increase its length. Plastic deformation of metal takes place through a pair of roll rotating. Then deformation is due to the squeezing action. So this is all we have learned. This is all we have learned. In hot rolling, which material is used? Steel is used. We have seen types of rolling mills. So these are the types of rolling mills: 2 high, 3 high, 4 high rolling mills also we have discussed. In 2 high you will use 2 rolls, and in 3 high you will use the 3 high hot rolling mills, and in 4 you will use the 4 rolling mills, and it is used in continuous casting, and these are the 3 rollers. Consists of 3 horizontal rolls of equal size. The top bottom will be in same direction, and between one will be in the reverse direction. Okay, and it is used for high rate of production. Now this is 4 hot milling. Here 2 rolls will be in one direction and 2 rolls in the other direction. Okay. Next, it has the same principle as the mills or Z mills, cluster mills. Utilize small rolls for lower forces, and these are very cheaper to rotate, and it consists of 4 horizontal rolls, 2 short and 2 longer. Too small and too larger. So these are all the rolling products.